Hello again. This is the second in our How to Use the IRP website series of videos. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite features, and I think a very important feature, which is determining how much return you need to meet your investment goals. So it's very easy to do to determine that number. Actually, achieving that number is a little bit more difficult, as we all know. But to find out how we achieve that number, let's go right down here under Find Your Portfolio, Plan Your Investment Strategy, and we find a little link for the required return calculator. There's also one on lower down that you'll find in the links section. We click this link and we find ourselves at the FundKing Investment Calculator. Here you will be entering your information into the yellow columns. And always remember to update, reset if you need to, but always remember to update, because sometimes it will pick up the update, sometimes it will not. So let's just go through an example, something that occupies my mind most of the time. In about 5 years' time, I want to have all the money available that I will need to pay for my children's very expensive, I assume, private education at university in the States. So let's just say we've discussed it as a family, and we have about $300,000 that we can put aside for this project, $100,000 each. What a good dad I am. And let's assume that the whole thing is going to cost about $600,000, just a ballpark figure. That's about $50,000 a year for your college. Let's hope they're only there for 4 years, $600,000. And then we hit the update button. And that means I'm going to need a 12% return on this $300,000 to reach my goal of $600,000 in 5 years' time, in time to pay those tuitions. So with the IRP system, that's a fairly reasonable rate of return to expect from a nice mix of assets in almost any market. Now, let's say we start a business or something and decide that we really only have about $200,000 available. We update that. That puts us in a little bit of a sticky position. 20% can be achieved, but obviously less likely. We do have markets that go up and down. So let's just say that we have to put in about $500 a month just to boost that up. Brings us back to 18%. Still a little bit high for my comfort if I was making this plan. So let's say we just leave that at $1,000, which is not insignificant. 16%, probably the upper bounds of what I would be comfortable with in my personal investment with the kids' college fund. So let's now take a look at the other side of the equation. Have a lot of our customers are looking at this side of the equation, which is time to take your money out of an IRA or a KIA plan or a 401k. And so let's say you've done very well. You have $1 million in your IRA, your 401k, or what have you. And you're looking to withdraw, say, $10,000 a month. And you were hoping to have about $500,000 still left over at the end of 5 years. I haven't checked with the tax laws to see whether this is all quite correct. But anyway, you get my idea. So let's update that, and that will give you a 3% return. So this investment plan can be achieved with very, very conservative types of investments. If you only need 3%. Perhaps that doesn't seem very exciting to you. You want to bump it up, take a little bit more money out. You update it, and 10%. Also, I think for most retired folks, still a reasonable rate of return that you can expect using the IRP system. If, for example, you want to have a little bit more money left after the project, say $600,000, you'll need to bump up your expected rate of return to 12%. So I hope that gives you a good view. Play around with the numbers. This is a free utility offered by IRP, and we hope that it helps you conceptualize, plan, and really put some hard numbers to your investment goals and what you need to do to achieve them. Thank you very much.